And welcome yet again.
Hey, welcome to the Epcot International Flower and Garden Show 2019 edition.
Actually, it's the Epcot
International Flower and Garden Festival.
It's a festival, people.
Yes, it is a festival. Look at everybody having fun. Say woohoo, people.
Yeah.
Maybe not.
Okay.
We're having fun.
So we are in England.
The UK Pavilion.
The UK.
Is this considered England back here? I am not sure.
Well, we are in an English garden.
Yes, we
We're
are.
in a tea garden.
And more specifically, a tea garden.
Yes, and this tea garden is sponsored by Twinings, which is thrilling.
Not sponsoring us yet, but we would love
They have
it.
a wonderful array, but what we're going to focus on for this quick video is the tea plant. Black tea, your basic tea, black tea, white tea,
Excellent.
and green tea.
Okay.
All come from this plant, Camellia sinensis.
Okay,
All
and
right?
is it native to us in Chicago?
Absolutely not.
Probably
No,
not.
no, you'd have to bring it inside.
Okay.
So our display here in the English garden here, this cottage garden, what they've done is they've taken little teacups and they've collected the ingredients to feature descriptors for all their teas. We'll tell you about this one in particular, and then we'll take some pictures of some of the others.
Yeah.
But this one is lemon ginger, which is probably phenomenal.
So
I've not actually tried this one. But the key here is that black tea or tea, true tea.
Actually, before you do that,
Yes.
what I'd like you to say before we go into the specifics of the plant is, how is tea connected to connecting with nature?
Well, golly gee, it's grown. And the way it's grown, how it's treated, how it's collected, how it's harvested, and then the flavors it creates.
You say that like I don't know. I was being the interviewer for a moment there.
That is how we connect with nature. Taste, scent, and a visual.
So in other words, once we're drinking our tea while we're watching this wonderful video, not only are we connecting with nature by watching this video, but if we have a cup of tea, we can think about this is the plant it comes from.
Correct.
You know,
And there are also many versions of tea that are relatively medicinal and soothing. So there are so many benefits to connecting with nature through tea.
excellent. So why don't we talk a little bit more specifically about what plants we have here that go into a lemon and ginger, or did you want to?
Lemon and ginger,
Okay.
we'll stick right here, and then we'll
Okay.
just do an aerial shot of the whole thing. Obviously, lemon and ginger is going to be lemon and ginger.
So I'm guessing this is a ginger. No, I'm kidding. That's a lemon tree.
Yes.
Okay.
And
Ooh,
then-
look at that.
There
Sorry.
you go.
Look at that. Not a lime tree. So do lime trees start off with yellow fruit and it turns green? Okay, I'm not going to put Gina's face on the camera right now. That was something wrong for me to ask our lead horticultural specialist. I
I
just
was
want
trying to
make
make
sure
a joke.
I'm just trying to
And
educate
we're
everybody.
trying to have some fun here. So that
It's
is
a festival.
That is a citrus tree, which actually in Chicago we can grow small dwarf citrus trees in pots. Have them outside in the summer to get the sun and the air that they need, and then bring them indoors in the winter.
I'm going to move your
Yes.
hair away from the microphone while you
Okay.
say that.
And then you could also do the same with the Camellia sinensis plants if you wanted to grow your own tea plant. The thing about the tea plant, though, is that it has to be properly treated for the leaves to be usable as tea.
And I'm getting a note from our tech department. I know that we, again, are describing everything to our wonderful donors that are with
But we
us on
need
the
to
trip.
stay focused on
But
our mic.
yes, make sure you turn your body, not just
Okay.
your head, to talk.
So what we're going to talk about in a couple of other little videos is what makes black tea varied, with its green version, its white version, its black version, the caffeine, etc., and how that is different than what we'll call herbals or red tea.
Excellent. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to pause the video so nobody gets sick as we walk over to the next plant, and then I'll do a wraparound picture a little bit later on
Okay,
so people can
we'll
get the
include
whole
that.
scope.
Great.
All right, be right back. And we're back. Wow, it seemed like no time at all for you, I bet.
Okay, so now we are talking about a different kind of tea. Now, this is still a black tea, but look at our friend here.
Yeah.
visiting. This is still a black tea, but what Twinings does is they make all these wonderful teas with all these wonderful flavors. So, still a black, because it's English breakfast, and English breakfast is going to be different from your other black teas because, again, it has a slightly different flavor, a different boldness. This particular one has honey and vanilla, which I suggest we all try because it sounds like it would be delicious.
So in this plant,
In this plant, an additional way we can connect with nature. This obviously is your tea plant again.
Okay.
Okay.
but
All right.
now as we come
And
down.
down here, that's vanilla.
Oh, really?
That's a vanilla plant. It's
Are there
a
any
branch.
beans?
It's a branch.
Oh, it's a branch.
It's a branch. I don't know if it's actually rooted.
Okay.
Now, the other valuable thing about this particular flavor is that because of that honey, it's a whole nother level of connection.
Mm.
Okay? You are using honey, which is the product of a beehive.
Right, which we have
at
too
Keeler
Keeler
Gardens. It's a
Thank you,
whole
Sloan
nother
said.
level of connection where you're depending on the pollinators not only for the plant but also for the flavor, the additional flavors. And of course it's the same for the vanilla, but the vanilla bean comes from the plant, where the honey is a product of the bees' work.
And speaking of bees, even though it's not honeybees, I'm going to try and hold the camera still while we're talking here, because on all the purple flowers, which are something I should know,
Salvia.
Salvia. On all the salvia, if you look, you'll see them all moving, and there is no wind. All of that movement out there is based on different bees that are visiting the garden to pollinate.
So although this isn't a pollinator habitat in particular,
No.
it is supportive of pollinators in many ways. Obviously the salvia is a heavy supporter. In the background, that red, that is that pentas, that 5-petaled flower again.
We'll see some of that in
And
the
then
tour.
the multicolored pinks and purples, that is hydrangea, a lovely plant, not specific for pollinators in this setting.
But again, this is a display garden.
Right.
And again, I don't even know, would we necessarily find a vanilla plant near a tea plant in what parts of the world?
Oh no,
I don't think that they're even
that wouldn't
in
be a
the same
natural
region.
setting. No,
Right.
And
This is
so
more
this
to display
is,
the
this
plants.
is a creation. Okay. So what we'll do is we're going to take a few pictures of the other combinations, and if you have questions, put them in the comments, and we'll comment about. The
yeah, we
different
can do a
combinations.
video on I'll put a list of the teas up also, and people can tell us if they want to
If
learn
you're
more
interested, and then
about
we
one of the
will
teas.
do a short video on how the tea is processed, so you can see the difference between the green, white, oolong, black, rooibos, herbals, all the differences.
So we're going to be right back in a second then.
Actually, we're going to make that a separate video because this video is getting a little long.
All right. Well, thank you again, everybody.
So thank you for joining us. We're going to do a quick pan of the beautiful English garden back here, and then we'll do a separate video on the processing of the tea.
Great. And then again, in the meantime, please, if you need any other information, you can email Gina or Ed at keelergardens.com, or you can check out our website, or you're already here on Facebook or YouTube, wherever this video is living at the moment, and you can always put it in the comments or reach out to us directly. Thanks, and have an awesome day, and don't forget to connect with nature.